Hello and welcome to the most excellent musical Monster Jam. My name is Eddie Rocks, and you are watching the show that focuses on local talent here in Savannah and across the Coastal Empire. Today, my very special guest is Loyalton. Loyalton is a local artist. He's a producer of music. He's the creative director at Village Man Records. And please welcome Loyalton. Loyalton, welcome.
Hey, Andy, how you doing?
Good, good. We're glad to have you on the show. Really. Because we have known each other for a couple of years now, and I've got the privilege to actually hear some of your music beforehand, and I tell you, it is wonderful. It really is very, very good.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I was excited to get you on the show too because I understand that you're going to be moving on and leaving Savannah.
Yeah. Atlanta very soon.
Cool.
And then we're working on buying a house right now, so hopefully nothing goes wrong.
You and Olivia, your wife, are buying the house. Yeah. So where in Atlanta? Is it going to be like right in Atlanta proper? Or you,
oh, no, it's just outside of Atlanta.
Just outside Atlanta. This is a move to expand your music career.
I mean, it's not only like the music career, but my wife is a creative, and she's an illustrator, so more of the industry's moving towards there, and there's just more, I feel like there's more things that we can do in that area. I don't know. Plus, like, the house we found was just, like, perfect. And it was, like, that's the area, and then a lot of our friends and family have already gone that direction.
That's good. It's good to move to the big city, especially when you're young. It's good to find, a lot of opportunity.
Yeah.
And Atlanta is a city of opportunity. But you've while you've been here, you've been really doing a lot of great work, and I'm really excited to share a lot of this with y'all. First off, let's talk about a little bit about who you are. So I know that you're a skater.
Yeah.
So tell me about skating. When did you start skating?
I started skating really young. I used to play Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, like if anyone knows that one, but it's like really old, and I think one of the first ones I got was Pro Skater 3 or 2, and then me and my friend, I lived in an apartment complex, and like one of the like next door neighbors was the son of the pastor the church we used to go to, and him and I used to play video games. We were like, oh, like, let's do this in real life, essentially. It was like, let's learn how to skate together. And I think we were both 10 when we started.
Awesome. So is that in Savannah or?
No, that was when I was living in Milwaukee.
In Milwaukee. Okay. So give us now you're not born in Savannah, so where are you from? Tell us how do you get to Savannah?
Well, long journey. I'm from Central America, a country called Honduras. I was born in a small village called El Bijawal. When I was about 2 years old, there was a big hurricane called Hurricane Mitch, and it destroyed. The country is still recovering from those damages, like 20 years. But in 1997 is when that hurricane hit. I believe that's right. And my mom ended up traveling to the U.S. for. The U.S. was giving out like temporary work permits to aid the people of Honduras, and I think very recently it got taken away.
So how old were you when this happened?
I was 2 when the hurricane hit, and then my mom left when I was 2. She left me in the care of my auntie, who was 13. I mean, my whole family, but my auntie was the one who raised me from that point on, and she was 13 at the time, so it's kind of, I didn't even know that until like very recently. My mom was like, oh yeah, and then she was like, yeah, I was only like 13. I was like, what? But that's my auntie Delis, and she took care of me for 3 years when my mom was here, and when I was about 5, my mom ended up having enough money saved up so she can bring me over as well.
Awesome.
And I've been here since I was about 5. So
since 5 years old.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell me, so before you find the love of your life, Olivia, you found music.
Yeah.
So when did you first discover that was a passion for you?
I guess church. I've been going to church all my life. I was like, I really want to learn how to play guitar so I can play for the church. But 5th grade, they had like this show and tell kind of situation where like they would bring in people to show the kids, like these are possibilities that you could do. Like here's a firefighter, or here's like a policeman. Here's a jazz saxophonist. The man is playing tenor saxophone. And I was like, wow, I want to do that. Middle school, I ended up signing up for band, and band has shaped most of my experiences, and it's from playing saxophone and guitar and band, and then in high school I played in jazz combos, like little 5 group. Well, eventually I was also in a Latin group, which is a bunch of people. But just playing guitar for those, and then I was.
Did you do the marching band?
I didn't do marching band.
Aw.
We did for like. This is horrible because we did for only for the winners, and it's Wisconsin, and we didn't like poor little inner city like middle school where we only had like our shirts for the school, like these purple long sleeves. That's the best they got for us, and we're like 7th and 8th grade, like 6th or 7th, 8th grade, marching in the middle of winter. It's cold. Our fingers are freezing on our
Oh, no.
instruments, and we didn't have like all the other schools. Like we were the poorest school, and all the other schools had like their full-on marching uniforms, their funny hats, and it's just us and like this. And then I was also in drumline too, so I played the quads,
Oh, cool.
and but yeah, so why did they do that to us? And they would give us, we'd bring our gloves, and then they'd bring us the heat packs, the little ones you shake and then they get hot, just to put in your gloves. That's the best they could do for us. Oh my
That is
God.
hilarious. So the saxophone, the guitar, and then you're playing this kind of music. What was your favorite music back then?
I mean, I've listened to hip hop for most of my life, and then I would also listen to a lot of classical and jazz. But that's because I played in.
So you're saying classical like Mozart or?
I mean, yeah. We do this thing. I don't know if I think they do in most places. They have a music program, but it's called solo ensemble. So it's like a state competition where you go in, and you're individually judged. You either play like some kind of ensemble, like a duet, like a trio or whatever, or you can just bring pieces by yourself. Paul Creston is a saxophonist. He's very, very, very talented. And then there's this sonata, like Opus 120. I can't remember the exact name, but it's like one of the most difficult like saxophone pieces. And then like learning that, and then going to competition, and then getting your medals for whatever, like based on however they score you. And then if you do really well, then you go to state, which is you get like the gold medal in the state or whatever.
What was like some of your favorite hip hop artists?
I think then at that point I was
Like in
listening to
seventh,
like
8th grade. You're talking about
I
middle
was
school,
listening
right?
to like Tech Nine then, or
Okay.
Eminem and Tech Nine. From what I remember, that's most of what I was listening then. So
Cool. Cool, because I feel a lot of what influences us later is what we're
Lil
listening
Wayne.
to when we're when we're first getting into pop music, and what's on the radio and what they can't play on the radio.
Lil Wayne is what I
Yeah,
remember
Lil Wayne.
too. So
So those would you
Lollipop.
call those big inspirations, Lil Wayne or Lil Wayne?
I mean, yes,
Okay.
but I think most of what's inspired my music today has been band. As far as like inspirations for how I create now, as far as beats, I would say like MF Doom is like one of my favorites, and then Odyssey. Those are my favorite like compositional artists, like producers. And then as far as like creativity and writing, again, MF Doom is a really good writer too. But I'd also listen to Jay Dilla, or it's hard to think about things off the top of your head. Like, what do you listen to? I listen to a lot of stuff. Mark Anthony is someone else I really listen to, but that's like salsa, or I guess a lot of the Hispanic music I listen to from my mom.
Then you find out like you're just not just a musician. You're going to start creating because you consider yourself creative.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and so you start writing music and you start producing.
Yeah, I actually started producing. I think about 4 years ago. I mean, I've been producing music like all throughout middle school and high school. Like that's what I spent most of my high school experience like looking at a computer working on this like program. But like more to the point has been in the past 4 years where I've been like really learning how to compose the style that I do now, which is the way I can describe it is like jazzy / lo-fi hip hop. It's not fully lo-fi, but it has like lo-fi elements, like the feels. But yeah.
Explain lo-fi for the audience.
It's just low filter. So lo-fi generally cuts out a lot of the high end of music, so it gives you that kind of like underwater feel.
So what software do you
I work in Logic.
in Logic? Okay. So you're an Apple guy, pretty much, or
I've
both?
been a PC guy all my life. I just happen to have a Mac now because my girl wanted to get a Mac so she could work on it.
Yeah,
'Cause
well, it's good you can go
that's what
back and
she's
forth.
used to.
Not everybody can,
I
you know.
mean, it doesn't matter to me. A computer's a computer. I didn't have a computer for a while, so
Awesome,
yeah.
awesome. So uh, tell us about some of the new music. Now you have a new album out, and I can't. It's SND
Yes.
NDS.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is this? How do you even say that?
I mean, that's how I would say it.
S
Yeah.
N D NDS.
It's two words. I mean, if you look at the cover, you maybe would figure it out, but
Okay, well, we happen to have the album right here, and I'm putting the cover up. And I tell you, this is artwork from Olivia.
yeah,
So
she did.
Olivia,
She
your
did.
wife, does this wonderful artwork, and all kinds of swag came out with this. He's got the great stuff, all kinds of promotion stickers, and stickers. What song is this for?
There's two songs in there. There's Coffee and Chillin', and then the first song, Stay a While, is the Peony.
And it's the peonies.
Yeah.
So what's the significance of this? That like her favorite flower?
It's just a flower she really liked, and
Okay.
I don't know that it's no. I think her favorite flower is like Bleeding Hearts.
And then I love this howdy partner. This is her card.
Yeah, she just made.
Right
That's her
there.
new business card. It just got here today.
Yeah, awesome. It looks good. It looks good.
She always redesigns them.
Put
She's
all
always
her
like,
information up there for everybody, but I'll put it like that.
yeah,
There.
her artist like tag is Run Red Fox.
Run
so
Red
if you look
Fox.
in the back of this, there's a little red fox.
Yeah, yeah.
So Run Red Fox. For the longest time, I've been making music, but I never really released anything, and it's just like I have hundreds of other songs in my drive, but I don't release anything because I don't know. I just don't. Here and there, maybe I'll do something, and I have done a lot of songs, but at shows. And she's like, you really need to release some stuff. Like, all our friends are like, where can we hear your music? We hear your music when we go to the house and when we hang out, but like, where's the music at? And so she's like, you should do. We were driving back from Atlanta, and she was looking up on her phone, looking up how to get CDs printed and whatnot. And she's like, I will do all the art for you. Make this album.
Great. Well, yeah. Even the CD itself has beautiful art. I don't.
It's on the back. This.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll show it. I'll show it to everybody. But it has great art on the peonies again, right on the the CD. So pick up that guitar and play something live for us now. Give us a taste of like some live Loyalton.
Let's see if I can do. Hey there, baby, take me with you home. And show me what it's like to be loved by you. Just a little simple.
That's
I don't
awesome.
know.
That's
I don't know.
awesome. That's awesome. And then we've got the sticker
Yeah, let's say just
for the
fun little
Village Man Records, which is
Yes,
your
sir.
record label. That's something you're in partnership with people, or
Well, I guess the partnership would be with my good friend. His artist name is Jules Nuclear, but a lot of people know him as Jimmy Green, and he's really helped shape this to be what it is. And him and I actually did a song called Earthy Cats, and in that is where the name was birthed. I have a line where it goes, "I am the image of a freed up village man," and the reason why it's called Village Man Records is not only because of that line, but that line came from him and I. He's from Liberia, and he came here around the same age that I did,
wow.
escaping a lot of similar things, so like war and just poverty in general, and just it's been really odd seeing how similar our lives have been from like opposite ends of the world, and coming to meet here in Savannah, and then being both musicians, being able to communicate a lot of our experiences through music, and just writing poetry every day, pretty much.
See, I think that's a God thing. Brings people together. I think God brings people together to work together, and for different times in our lives. I mean, you're just starting off. I'm sure you'll meet a lot of great people along the way.
Yeah,
but
I've met a lot of great people already. So.
Already, yeah, it's amazing. Works in mysterious ways.
Yeah,
for sure. So then, this is my favorite piece of swag, by the way, is the chill button.
Oh, yeah,
First,
little pin.
Let's go ahead and listen to that little cut from Earthy Cats. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
We'll listen to that right now, and this is where he talks about Village Man.
This ain't a game, never tame, so you pack a bag. Trying to claim a land that you never had. That's why mama came to a better land. Heard the call of a dog and you pay $1,000. Take you cross and you're lost till you feel the sand. I am the image of a freed up village man. And in the blood is the code to a pillage hand.
Make your choices, take your chances to change and get better. Yeah. I'm hearing voices saying this, but the road to lead wherever. Yeah. I finna pull up, this is lift off, it's now or never. Yeah. And what we don't do, we don't do together. Hey, hey.
So that's where the Village Man comes from, and I love the little sticker, the Village Man sticker. But then this is my favorite piece. It's the it's the pin, the chill pin.
Yeah, she knows how to do that really well. So
yeah, that's amazing. It's got the peonies on the back on the thing, but it's just beautiful. I love the pin. You're wearing one now.
Yeah,
so that's awesome.
right there.
Yeah, cool. So that song is Coffee and Chill.
Coffee
and this
and
is
Chillin'.
Coffee and Chillin', and this is with Oliver Lee.
Yeah, it's my brother-in-law. So
okay, well let's listen to a little bit of Coffee and Chillin'.
All right.
Like babe, you by the lakes and long drives, coffee and chillin', smoke on my lips is distilling. I'm loving the way that you making me feelin'. I need another breath to breathe, cause all the air in my lungs you with forever stealing, but it's cool. I don't mind switch it up, no, we can take it so slow. Let me be where it's said, don't take it back. Whoa, no backstroke. Hold up, I just wanna real heart to heart. It's so close, no wrong. Pull up on my heartstrings, play your favorite song. No bad, hope it go on and on. Steady running, you can keep the marathon. Ain't shit, you a bad, no persuasion, but you so persuasive.
So that's great. I love that song. So tell me about how that came together.
My brother-in-law Oliver Lee was visiting for the holidays, and it was a Sunday. We started really early in the day, and this song at first started, like, I think he was trying to make more of a, I guess, mainstream type of song, but I don't really make that kind of music. So I was like, I don't know, man, like, I don't really make music that you can consider hard. So I was like, let's just let the song be what it's gonna be. And it ended up being very organic, and I had him, he figured out some chords, and he's played guitar for a good bit of high school and whatnot, so he's comfortable enough to play on the track. I was like, yeah, man, just do those chords. I'll build something around that, and then I made a beat. I just heard a bass melody. I was like, okay, that'll work right there. And then I was like, we gotta have some saxophone in it. So I pull out the saxophone in front. So do a little bit of saxophone on that, and
Cool. I like the sound of this. And this is the lo-fi sound of the album, because now Earthy Cats, of course, is not on the album. That's a totally different sound.
yeah,
I think.
yeah.
And but the other songs on this album too. I like the so Stay a While.
Yeah,
Now
with
this
Iris
lady
Hayes.
is amazing singing all this, and she's in Savannah too.
Yes.
So her name is Iris Hayes. Is that
Yeah.
right? Okay, Iris Hayes.
That's her artist name.
And yeah, so she's a great singer. Does she sing locally too, or
You know what?
like perform or?
Recently. So that there's 2 songs on the album where she's on. It's Stay a While and Do It Right.
Okay, well let's hear Stay a While first. Let's listen to some Stay a While.
Okay.
And I don't know about you, but I wanna be your lady. And I feel like you just won't say it, but now I'm your baby. And I'll be your lady, I love you forever, I'll never go far. And if you wanna be with me longer, well, I'll stay a while.
Hey, catching all the feelings. Never knew what hit me. Took a blow to the chest, now I'm in a bleeder. This a season greeting, I'm a double eater. Coming from the HN, yeah, you never keep it. Loyalton in the tight knot, why not? I'm afraid to commit, but I hide that. I pretend like I sing, where's my top? And I know I can't eat with a light crop.
So there's 2 songs on the album that she's on, and that's Stay a While and Do It Right. And then Do It Right, that was the first time I met her. And it was just, again, in my bedroom where my studio is. And I actually had 2 other friends came over. One of them was trying to finish up a song. And then, so Soko came through, and he was just chilling with us to kind of feel the vibe. And we were about to do a show or something very soon, so there was just a lot going on. And then Jules was trying to finish a track for this live show that we were going to do. And he wanted to have her sing on his song, but it was too last minute to like figure out what we were doing. But while he was figuring his stuff out, her and I were like in the corner. I was with my guitar. I was like, "Hey, so you're a really good singer." And she mentioned she was a jazz singer, so like she's done like jazz groups and that like. And so I was like, "Oh, that's really cool," because like most of what I play is kind of like jazzy, like funky little chords. And I was like, I have this really old song that I've been not working on, but just like a fun little song that I think would be really cool to hear you sing on. And my original melody sounds nothing like how she sings it, because she can embellish it, do her runs and everything. She's amazing. And I just like played my chords and I sung it for her, and she was like, "Oh, I got it." And so she started singing it. I was like, "Okay, we gotta stop what we're doing. Everybody, like we're getting her on the mic," because I already had a rough draft version of the song already working. And she went on the mic. This is what she told me. She had never been on a mic before that day, like to record. She's never been on a mic. That version that you hear in that is her first try, like hands down, first try, like first take, and she did such an amazing job. And then she came back like a couple months later to try to re-record it. She was like, I felt kind of stuffy and whatnot, and I was like, no, it was perfect. She tried to re-record it, but I was so happy with that first version. She does those like, I don't know, she's just got such a range and vibrato and just, I don't know, she's very good at expressing herself.
So now, you said like we were getting ready for a show. Do you do shows?
I do, and it's usually with some of our other friends. We kind of, there's a friend of ours named TB Rare and Terrence, and he runs this, I guess, artist collab called The Vicious Committee, and he ends up having like shows and stuff. We've worked on some songs together, and I happen to be on some of those songs. And then I get slots to do my own music as well, and so often we'll play at like El Rocco downtown on Whitaker and Broughton, just off of there.
El Rocco.
Yeah, and so that we just did a show there last week on the the 31st. So
awesome.
It was really packed. It was really crazy.
Yeah.
But
El Rocco has a lot of good acts come through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're really good. They're really good to us. We've done a lot of shows there. So
sweet. Well, kudos to El Rocco.
Yeah.
So tell everybody where they can hear this stuff, because you're on SoundCloud, but you've got a Facebook. Is there a Loyalton Facebook?
Not yet. I should make one. But,
okay. A Loyalton Instagram.
Yes, you can look up Loyalton on Instagram. Most of my stuff is like, as far as content wise, like pictures and stuff that I do, is going to be on Instagram. So you look up Loyalton. I actually need to change my name tag, because it'll say you can look up Loyalton and it'll be Dorian Lamousse. That's like my name.
Okay.
And then you can also follow Village Man Records on Instagram and Facebook. And then the same for SoundCloud. Most of the music is posted for the artists that I work with are going to be posted on Village Man Records on SoundCloud. Otherwise, you can look up Loyalton on Spotify, and that's where you can find them.
Okay.
There's also YouTube, and there's music videos coming soon, but they're in the works. So
yeah, awesome. Well, I can't wait to see the music videos, because I love the music. It's just really, it's so professionally well done. I'm really impressed with all your production. It's so tight, and I love the lo-fi sound too, or lo-fi sound that you're getting on the new album. Yeah. That's really nice, and you couldn't be in a better town to have any kind of jazzy sound. This city loves some jazz, So you're in the right spot here. But good luck in Atlanta. And I just want to thank you for being on the show.
Thank you.
Really, really, that was really good. Thank you so much. Once again, everyone, Loyalton, look him up online and listen to some of this wonderful music and buy it.
Yeah, just thank you. Support your local artists. Thank you.